Happy Tuesday, Reject Nation. Today, we are going to watch Fantastic Beasts 2 trailer. What the f*** is this movie called?
The Crimes of Grindelwald, Greg.
The Crimes of Grindelwald. Before we get into this, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who's been following us over at Patreon. We've been posting so much over there. Loving all the messages and interaction we've been having. Weekly, we do full-length video responses to Q&As, meaning we take a question and we just do a full video response to it, and we're doing full-length TV show reactions over there. I personally am covering Attack on Titan right now. I'm going to post another one today. Also catching up on The Flash as well. John, he covers Riverdale. He's also started covering Marvel's Runaways.
Right.
Together, we've been covering My Hero Academia. We just started Jessica Jones Season 2, and then sometimes we do other things like the Cloverfield Paradox. Sometimes he does Rick and Morty. Sometimes I do Arrow. So I want to say thank you to everyone who's been following us over at Patreon. Would love to have you guys join us as well. You know, speaking of Patreon, Patron of the Day shout out for James Stegans, because you were the first one to tell me about this trailer.
Jimbo Stokes.
I do have a Harry Potter right here.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Oh, I should have grabbed my wand.
He's not in this movie.
No, he's not. No. No, he's barely a twinkle in anyone's eye in this movie.
Oh!
Something familiar.
Ooh,
Cool, alright.
I have some questions for you, Professor.
Ooh, Dumbledore!
This is a surprise.
There's a rumor that Newt Scamander is headed to Paris. I know he's working under your orders. What do you have to say for yourself, Dumbledore?
If you'd ever had the pleasure to teach him, you'd know Newt is not a great follower of orders.
That's very gross.
The time's coming, Newt, when you're gonna have to pick a side.
Hey, he's back!
Are you going somewhere? No, we're going somewhere. Jeez.
Wow.
I can't move against Grindelwald.
Whoa!
It has to be you.
That was a really great teaser trailer.
It was a great
That
day.
was
It looked really intense.
This did remind me that I did really enjoy the first Fantastic Beasts, and I kind of forgot about this movie. And I think it's cool that the first one was an introduction into this new world and technically a prequel in its own way. And then this one hones in more on the prequel territory with having Dumbledore here. I think that's a nice flavor, because the first one is not capitalizing on like, hey, this guy when he's younger, this person when they're younger, this link in a Harry Potter.
That guy from later.
Yeah. So now that we've already have like our characters established, like Newt Scamander and his team. The last one ended with teasing Johnny Depp as Grindelwald. Here, you get a lot of Dumbledore in this trailer, a younger version with Jude Law, who looks like a really charming, charismatic version of that. Looks like Jude Law doing Dumbledore.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the right choice. I feel like Jude Law can more than nail that.
Yeah, it
that
seems like
kind
an
of magic.
appropriate choice. So this one's giving me that excitement of like, ooh, prequel excitement now. Yeah.
This like looks really intense. It looks really imaginative. It takes all the stuff I remembered liking about the first movie and kind of amplifies it. And at first I was a little bit like, no, we're going back to Hogwarts. But even that, like, I was excited to see the castle again.
It's like now we're getting the prequel stuff, because the first one felt more like it's in the same world, and then this one feels much more connected now. And I think at the end of the day, a lot of us did want a little more of that. We got Dumbledore, we got Hogwarts in here. Johnny Depp as Grindelwald. I know there's been a lot of controversy surrounding the guy on that. We got like brief imagery of him here. I like the the look he has here much better than the look he had in the end of the first one.
Looking like the hangman guy from Hellboy.
Yeah, he's got a little bit more of Johnny Depp aesthetic to him. Yeah, just off the little bits of imagery here, I'm really intrigued to see what he'll do with the role. I doubt this will be something where he's phoning it in.
I really, really hope that that's the case. I have like a really warm place in my heart for the Harry Potter books, the Harry Potter movies, especially because they did a great job of bringing them to life, and usually they get really great actors to fill these characters in, so I really do hope that Johnny Depp shows up for this, because that could be really awesome. His chops in this world, I think, can be... Yeah, right? Like, he's perfect to be a Harry Potter villain. And you pointed out, I'm just so happy that Dan Fogler's back. Like, I don't know how that's gonna work.
He's like, wasn't his memory erased?
Leave him to like open up a bakery, just live his life. But
well, they showed at the end of the first one that like when he's creating baked goods, they were inspired by animals.
Yeah,
remaining in his subconscious. Yeah,
somewhere.
So maybe there's some way that I don't know. Newt Scamander was able to bring it out of him.
The magic of memory.
We know this is like J.K. Rowling's writing here, and as much as the teaser trailer is setting it up as like it's about Newt going up against Grindelwald, I'm sure there's going to be much more exploration and much more to the plot than just like Newt versus Grindelwald. You know,
I think that's the one thing I am curious to see how the movie is going to explain. Why it's like Dumbledore wants you, the strange animal guy, to take on this really evil wizard who he's in love. Oh, we're not gonna get to cover that apparently. That Grindelwald and Dumbledore were like in love and had a fling,
even though they both play their roles like they're gay.
Which I don't know how to feel about that whole controversy, because I was like, I don't know if it's the point of this movie to be like, let's halt and like
we don't need
explore
to hide it.
Their romance, but at the same time, I don't know if they're gonna like hide it or something.
Well, we're supposed to have like 2 or 3 more of these movies.
Oh yeah, you know,
we gotta have a little bit of that. Thanks for telling us that this trailer was out. Patron of the Day shout out for James Stagans. I know right now times have not been the greatest. Don't worry, I won't go into detail because it's your personal life. Although I really want to share because I feel like it would make a much more interesting video. No, I want to tell you that. I just want to let you know that anytime you need to talk, we're here for you, buddy. I try to get back to you as quick as possible whenever you send us a message or whatever. I know that you are such a dedicated, loyal follower of this channel. You've become a great friend to us. Every time we talk with you in the Google Hangouts, we're always delighted to see you. We like making you laugh. So even though right now I know you're kind of in a bit of a darker period, you still bring light into our lives whenever we get to talk with you, whenever we see you on the Google Hangouts. Just know that even though you might be a little bit down, you still lift us up every single time, buddy. That does count for something. I've heard a phrase once that whenever you're going through hell, just keep going because you'll eventually get out. No matter what happens in the end, you'll come out a bigger man.
Level up.
Yeah.
Literally, you'll be like 5 inches tall. Smoking indoors will be so much more fun because then you can do it right next to the smoke detector. I just came in to make this shout out weird.
We love you, James. We love you.
It's always really nice to hear from you.
Well, you guys can subscribe to The Real Rejects. Click that notification bell to get notified every time one of our videos is up. And also make sure to check us out on Patreon. Full-length Q&As, TV show reactions, and actually a lot more goodies that we offer over there too. So go check us out.
Haha!